All right, so it is Friday night.
Yep.
We're here for Friday Night Live that we're having for the young adults.
Yes, young adults at our church coming together, having a good time, and community. We want to build community with the young adults, and we also want to teach and worship, and we just have a great time. We just have a great time, and I'm glad to be able to do it with you. And I didn't want ministry to become a thing where it pulls us apart. I want it to be something that brings us together. So we're talking about attitude of gratitude in relationships, and that's something we try to display every single day. Be grateful, because that reciprocation actually breeds life into your relationships with God and one another.
And we were able to sneak a little date in, a little dinner date.
Yeah, we got
before we got here.
We're gonna sneak it in when we get away from these kids. We're gonna
put it all in.
That's right. Y'all come with us. Let's go. Just in this last minute, last 50 seconds, I want you just to take a moment, shake somebody's hand, get to know somebody's name that you don't know, and then we're going to start worshiping in just a second. Come on, let's go. Get uncomfortable. We have a horizontal relationship with one another, but we have a vertical relationship with Christ, and they mimic one another. And so how you treat God will look a lot like how you treat a person you're with, or your family, or your friend, or someone you're in a relationship with, or someone you're married to. And so if we can understand that gratitude is not just something we say, gratitude is supposed to be a life we live.
I would spend so much energy being on for all of these different people throughout the day, but that by the time I got home, I kind of wanted to turn off. It's a very intentional thing to say, okay, I'm still going to be on. Let me work myself up. Let me give my best, because he deserves my best.
The fastest way to empty somebody, the fastest way to run out of fuel in your relationship is to feel unappreciated. And so how often do we make God feel unappreciated for what he's done because we treat him simply like, oh, that's just what you're supposed to do?
Maybe y'all can relate to this. It's almost like when you're single and you're trying to, you're dating and you're meeting people and you're trying to figure out, is this person going to be the one? It's kind of like a job interview for them. Like you're trying to see, do they check off all your boxes, and what did they do for you? And even when you're talking to someone, girl, let me tell you who I met. And when you're telling that person about who you met, you're telling them all the things that they do for you. Well, he calls me and he texts me at this time and he sends me flowers. It's everything about what they're doing for you. So you do have this sense of gratitude for the things or the characteristics that they have that you like. A lot of times, once you're used to getting those things, whether you're still dating or you enter a marriage relationship, you turn those things of gratitude into expectations. And so now the things that you were so happy and grateful and surprised about, now you're like, well, he's supposed to do that. He's been doing that since we started dating.
Colossians 3:23 and 24 says that you do what you do as unto the Lord. He did not do for us because he knew there was going to be a reciprocation. Reciprocation is nice. Reciprocation does help fuel you, but if it's the criteria on which you use to function, then you may be functioning outside of God's will, pending on what that person is doing or saying. We did it.
We did it.
We did it. It was fun. I know sometimes for you, you're like, yeah, you're the speaker. I just want to.
You are the speaker.
Yeah, but when you speak, everybody listens. Like, that's the moment. Everybody looks at me like, ha, ha, ha.
No.
But they're like.
I think it was a good team. It was a good team effort.
Yeah, a good team effort. But listen, it was fun. I hope you had fun watching this. This is what we do, not just for a living, but it's because God has given us the grace to do it. And we're grateful to be able to be anywhere on his game plan.
That's right.
Listen, if you get to be, if the coach, God calls you into the game, play hard. Be grateful that he's throwing the ball your way and that he's giving you the opportunity to impact lives. Yeah. So let's continue to impact lives together.
If you enjoyed our vlog today, please leave a comment so we know what you liked about it and any questions you have for us, and click the subscribe button so you'll always get our new vlogs when they come out.
And everything else. I mean, we have stories from the storyteller. We've got all types of great content for families. But it's all for the Lord. It's all for the glory of God. It's not for us to have followers. It's for him to have followers.
Right.
That's why we do it. And so subscribe, like, do all of those things, and we'll see you next time.